Hey, what's up everyone? This is MusicTechHelpGuy and welcome back to part 3 of how I write a song. In this video, we're going to focus on fleshing out the musical arrangement a bit and work with the sound design of some of these instruments a bit to kind of establish a vibe and a style with some of these instruments instead of it just sounding like generic electric piano and bass music. The style I'm actually going to be going for is more of like a 80s synthwave, synth heavy type of sound. And right now with just like the loop I dropped in here and the electric piano, it's got more of an R&B sound to it. And that's not at all the type of vibe I want to go for here. So I'm going for this more like spacey electronic vibe instead. Another thing I want to do is I want to transpose this back to A minor. In the previous video, I demonstrated how you can select MIDI regions and then press Option up or down to transpose them by semitones. And we transposed everything from A minor up to C minor. Let's go back down to A minor. I just want to work in A minor for now. And then, you know, when I get down the road where I need to record vocals, I can worry about whether the key works with the singer that I work with on this song. I have no clue who I'm going to have actually sing the track. It might be me, it might be someone else, but we'll figure that out down the road. Before I get too deep into the video, I want to quickly tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Boombox. Boombox was tailor-made for music producers by music producers. You can store your projects, share with others, and collaborate effortlessly. With Boombox, you can upload multi-tracks, stems, bounced mixes, and even full DAW sessions. You can then securely invite collaborators to leave timestamped feedback on your tracks. You can manage the royalty splits with your co-writers and co-producers, and you can even create shareable playlists that you can share privately or publicly. If you want to check out Boombox for yourself, head over to boombox.io today to get 4 GB of free storage. Okay, so let's give this a listen in A minor here. So I'm cool with like the chill vibe. I just want just a way different type of drum beat. Let's start with these chords here. I found this patch in Alchemy under vocals mixed all called Ghostly Voices. Yeah, it's kind of like a cool little chill sort of atmospheric thing. Now, I'm also going to add in my own custom drum kit. I have my own drum machine designer kit that I created. I call it the Electrocosm kit. And it's just got a bunch of, you know, drum samples and effects and things in it that I commonly use in my electronic compositions. But, you know, feel free to pick any drum kit you want. And I'm going to kind of keep this kind of chill wave kind of thing going on here. So there's like some harder hitting kicks and snares in here, but I'm going to pull out filtered kicks. I wonder if we go half speed. Or we can make it sound like a heartbeat. Yeah, maybe something like that. Or maybe it doesn't do the same thing every time. Let's go to 64 steps. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's maybe get some sort of like a arpeggiated kind of texture under here. And again, one of the great things about using the chord, your chord bank that you created to create chord progressions is you can just pull these chord progressions down to other instruments, maybe change up some of their inversions or change up their voicing or change up what octave they're in. But you can, create other ideas from these just using the synthesizers and using the sound tools that we have here. I'm going to pull up a third-party sample-based instrument using UVI Workstation. Let's see what we got in here. Let's add the arpeggiator on here. Now, it does have its own arpeggiator built in, but I much prefer Logic's arpeggiator. Okay, let's find a different patch here. Okay, actually, I'm liking some of these plucked sounds in PX Memories, another UVI Workstation instrument. Let's pull that down, way down in the mix. So I'm going to show you a little trick. If you're using the arpeggiator and then you add the note repeater to it, you can have just a, you're going to want to have the note repeat be twice the speed as the arpeggiator. So if the arpeggiator in this case is an 8th note, then this is going to be a 16th note. And you're going to set the repeats to just one repeat. And then we're going to transpose this up an octave and then pull down the velocity on it. That'll give you sort of like that, I don't know what to call it, like a harp, almost like a synthesizer harp style arpeggiator. So maybe let's get the bass in here at 13. Let's reset the channel strip. There's a bass I've been really liking in retro synth for like long, smooth bass lines. This is actually under SynthPad's Berlin experience. Let's sidechain the kick from the Electrocosm kit on the bass. So I'm going to add the compressor, go to sidechain, go to instrument, find that kick. It was one of the filtered kicks. I think it was kick 3. And then under the sidechain, you set this to max peak. So every time the kick hits, you can see it's ducking the bass. Let's add a little soft distortion. Go ahead and duplicate this track. I'm going to pull this over here. I'm going to pull these maybe up an octave. And I want like a string, like a low cello type string. You could use like studio strings. I think I'm going to use my own instrument in my Divine Waves collection of instruments. I have one called, Cellos from Hell. So one of the things you're noticing is that because there's some double hits in the kick, it's ducking the bass and the cellos a bit too much. So what I may do here is duplicate the Electrocosm kit. So it's just going to be a side chain source. I'm going to pull this down here, duplicate it, and then just have the kicks only on those downbeats. Repeat that. And so this one, again, if I go down to filter kick here, I'll make this filter SC kick. And so then what I can do is this whole track can just be muted, but then I can go back to those compressors, and we're going to go to instrument, and we're going to have to find that other one. It was down at the bottom of the list. It was, there it is, filter SC kick. So now that compressor's only ducking on those downbeats. You know what I may start doing here is I may layer up a hard kick, just like that. Sometimes what I like to do, like when I've kind of got the pattern the way I want it, is I'll convert it to MIDI, and then I can just open it up and I can just view the whole pattern all at once here. Let's add some like big toms. There we go. Now, obviously, I don't want all of this going on, you know, right from the start. I think what I'm going to do is on the ARPs, I'm going to add a filter. I'm going to use the AutoFilter, and I'm going to use like a high pass or low pass filter, excuse me. And I'm going to filter that up. I'm going to start real low like that, and I'll press A to open up automation, turn on track automation. You could use region automation as well if you prefer. I like using track automation. Auto filter, we're going to grab the cutoff of the auto filter. Let's go ahead and snap our automation. So you can say snap automation active, and then I'm going to have this kind of come up like that. And then you can use your automation curve tool to kind of adjust the shape of that automation, the curve of that automation. I'm do the same thing here with this cello instrument. Actually start that at almost nothing. Add a crash or something in here. And one little thing I want to use to just kind of accent the very front of the song, and maybe even the section at 13. So just want to have like one little kind of atmospheric pluck type sound. And again, shameless plug, but in my Divine Waves sample pack, there's one, I think it's called Still Life. There it is. Let's try that one out. And then those last two chords are E, G. This is a little different. Let's try that. So now I kind of want like a, right here, I kind of want to have, I'm going to put that on a different track. I'm going to pull the volume up on that. So I guess I have Still Life 1, Still Life 2, Still Life 3. And I kind of want this just to kind of repeat, like blah, blah, blah. I'll use the marquee tool, and then I'll do this. There we go. And then what I can do is put the drag mode in overlap, and then just duplicate this a bunch of times by one beat, just like so. Drag over all of these, press J to join them together, and then do it again over here. Drag over, press J to join. Oh, you know, I'm doing that too much. I just want like here. Half notes, not quarter notes, I guess. F, G, so A, F, G, E, and I'm just kind of on the upper thirds of that E minor chord, and I'm delaying these by one beat, so I'm not resolving down to the correct chord until the second repetition per bar. One chord wrong there. It says it's E. What's actually playing here? F, A, C, E. Oh, okay. That's a much different chord in the bass. So it's really an F, A, C, E chord with an E in the bass. Let's try that. And I'm going to go ahead and take this down to a different inversion here. Like that. You know what I think I'm gonna do here? Instead of making this like a third inversion F major 7 chord, I'm just gonna take these, let's put it on F. Why not? Okay, and I think I'm gonna have to do the same thing here. Yep. See what that all sounds like. Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. So I think at this point, the instrumentation and sound design for the verse is completed. Really, I'm kind of thinking of the first half of the verse as like an intro, and then the second half of the verse is really the real verse. And then what I'll do is in the next video, I'll do the instrumentation and sound design for the pre-chorus and chorus sections, and then start to tie these sections together and start building out the arrangement. And then after that, we can start thinking about coming up with some vocal melodies to sort of drive the progression of the song. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. As always, thank you so much for the support, and thanks for watching.